of Fame because of the betting on baseball. He claims he only bet on his team to win. But you
Correct.
can't bet on baseball. I think he'll get in the Hall of Fame now that he's died.
Oh, yeah?
I do. I think.
Well, that's a bummer.
Well, I think that was the whole purpose of it. They weren't going to let him in alive. And he would sign balls. I'm sorry, I bet on baseball.
Oh.
Not really one of the warmest of guys from what I know. Not to speak ill of the dead because he was an amazing ball player. Like, would run through people. His name was Charlie Hustle. But yeah, Bart Giamatti, the commissioner back in the day, was like, we're not going to let him in the Hall of Fame. So I bet he gets in now that he's dead. And they call that?
Posthumous. Posthumous.
That's, yeah.
Posthumous.
That's a tough word to say anyway.
It is.
Yeah. Cans of pumpkin puree, even those that advertise 100% pumpkin.
Puree.
Whatever.
It's a hard word.
Thank you. Posthumous.
Is that too easy?
I guess I don't even know what a puree.
Puree is pumpkin puree,
puree?
like in the can. Like what you would
Does
make.
anybody call it puree?
No.
I don't think so, man.
But pumpkin pie, like that's what you would use.
Yeah, tough word. Never used it. I know what it is, though. It's like liquid, right?
Yeah.
It's mush. Mushed pumpkin.
Is mush not liquid?
Puree.
Puree?
Yeah, you liquefy
I'm thinking
it.
of Purell.
You don't drink it, though.
The soap.
The soap. Yeah. Anyway, it's squash.
What?
Squash
What?
puree?
So, no, cans of pumpkin puree, even those that advertise 100...
Puree.
Even those that advertise 100% pumpkin are actually made of different squashes.
Yeah, that's not right.
That's
That's like
weird.
okay.
that's like the tuna.
I'm okay with that. No, it's
Aren't
not.
they cousins, though?
Squash
Yes.
and pumpkins.
Yeah,
Butternut
we're tuna
squash.
and then not real tuna at all. They're not related
They're
at all.
It's fraud. This is
Yeah.
at least like a
Okay.
cousin, like you said, or a sibling.
It's not puree, huh?
Yeah, puree.
Sure isn't.
So, anyway, I don't care. From Appetite, a research journal. If you're someone who loves spicy food, but your spouse likes bland food, just wait. You'll eventually have the same taste in food, according to research. A new study found the longer two people are in a relationship, the more closely their food and smell preferences line up. It's most likely because it's easier to eat similar foods together and you get used to it.
Wow.
I would agree. I hate onions. My wife loves to put onions and stuff, and I can do a little onion now because she just puts it in everything. I just don't need it to be large. I don't like the crunch of an onion.
You could puree it.
I can puree it. Rhode Island boy, 6 years old, starts his own poop scooping business to pay for cat adoption. Like, he's 6 and he wanted to start a business.
Wow.
He wanted to pay for it himself. And so he calls it Poopa Scoopa Luca. His name's Luca. And so he's been scooping people's yards for $15 or $20 for multiple dogs, and he's raised enough money to do this. Now people are giving him money, and I'm sure he's going to start something with it, like an organization to help.
That's awesome.
But yeah, a little 6-year-old starting hustling. New York Post with that story. People are ditching friends for their pets. Americans are all in on their relationships with their pets. A new survey finds that 99% say you should show your fur friends love and appreciation daily. Okay. Who's the 1% that's like, ignore your dog? About 97% say pets are family members. Yeah, I feel that. And then nearly half of pet parents admit they've skipped hanging out with friends to stay with their pet. Yeah.
If your pet's
If
sick.
your pet's sick or something.
Yeah, okay. But not just to...
But also...
They hang out?
But mostly it's not because I want to hang out with the pet. It's mostly because I don't want to go with the friend. And I just have an excuse. If you go to my Instagram, because this is hilarious, I have a bulldog, and then I have a dog that is like many different breeds, but she's like hound, husky. And so she howls anytime there's anything, ambulance, thunder. She's oh. Our bulldog does not howl because bulldogs don't howl. Now he started to hear her howl, and he starts to try to howl.
Whoa.
If you go to my Instagram, I finally got him on trying to howl. There's an ambulance driving by, and he goes, oh. The bulldog is trying to howl. It's on my Instagram, Mr. Bobby Bones. Did you see it?
Not yet, but I'm going to go.
It's funny. He's just trying to
I love when dogs
imitate
howl.
the other dog.
That's
but
crazy,
bulldogs
man.
don't howl.
That's cute.
And then finally, a man amputates his wiener with an axe after taking these mushrooms.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I'm not doing mushrooms.
That's why.
After consuming a large quantity of magic mushrooms. That's why, yeah, that's why.
Yeah, I'm convinced.
A 37-year-old man suffering with a lot of this stuff took an axe to it.
Oh.
You think maybe he like saw something that wasn't there on it and then tried to like chop it?
Oh, like a bug?
Yeah.
Or like a tree? Needs firewood?
You never know.
Fortunately, doctors were able to reattach part of it, but it goes on and on. It gets a little graphic. I'm going to pass on that.
Don't
But
do
he
that.
chopped. That's from Post. All right, that's it. Thank you. That's the news.
Those were Bobby's Big
Stories.
All right, Morgan Wallen, Think About Me, Bobby Bones Show. Hey, we should get some Rascal Flatts stuff later on, right, to celebrate. crazy that it's October 1st.
I can't believe
Already?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize
That's
that.
every year now, but it's like crazy. It's October 1st. It's the first of the month. Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the first of the month. Today is October 1st. Here are your trivia questions about famous firsts.
Oh, I'm ready.
For example, if I said who was the first president of the United States?
George Washington.
Washington.
Good. Who was the first U.S. president to live in the White House?
Adam.
John Adams.
Good. Okay, now we'll go around the room. If you miss it, you're out.
Oh, well.
Amy, who was the first African-American woman to host a daytime talk show?
Daytime talk. I guess I'll go with Oprah.
Correct.
Okay.
Lunchbox. You'll never get this.
Well, give it to him.
I can't because it's not fair compared to the other one. This
You
is hard.
sure?
This is hard, yeah. I'll give you 3 answers. You can guess 3 times. What year was the first iPhone launched by Apple?
2008.
You get 3 guesses because it's going to be 2. It's 2008's not right, but that's a hard one.
2010.
Not right.
And that would be the second guess. Give me one more.
Well, we're on iPhone 16.
Oh, that's good.
They don't come out.
I'm not
already.
going to give him. It's 2007. I can't give him that hard one like that.
my
It's
tough.
It's
That's
tough.
tough.
That's tough. Lunchbox, who was the first man to win 8 gold medals at a single modern Olympic Games in 2008?
Michael Phelps.
Correct. Eddie. You won't get that.
You want to give me 3 guesses?
Well, let's see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Samuel Morse was the first person to send what kind of a message in 1836?
Morse code.
Now, if I said it was hard, the answer's not going to be Morse code, and that's wrong, Ray.
That's not Morse. Okay, 3 guesses. Read it again one more time, bud.
Samuel Morse was the first person to send what kind of message in 1836?
Encrypted message.
In 1836?
Yeah.
No.
No?
8.
So it's not Morse code
No,
message.
it's a sext.
You
No, I'm
serious?
Seriously?
No, I'm kidding.
I was like,
Like,
wow.
This guy's revolutionary.
1836, no.
Dude, this
I'm not
is
going
my
to give you this
hero.
one. It's too hard for early. It's telegraph.
Yeah, I wouldn't have gotten that.
Okay. Who was the first baseball player to hit 50 home runs in a season back in 1920?
Ooh, that's Babe Ruth.
Correct. Okay, now you're all on the clock, okay? They get harder.
Harder.
Those other ones are hard.
Well, those iPhone and Morse didn't count. Amy, who was the first actor to voice Mickey Mouse in 1929?
Goodbye.
What?
Who was the first actor to voice Mickey Mouse in 1929?
Mickey Mouse, 1929. 1929. Mickey Mouse. Rhett.
Walt Disney.
yeah.
Oh, he did it himself.
I realized that later.
Wow.
Okay.
Lunchbox, what was the first rap song to go #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 in 1990? So the first rap song ever to go #1 from the album To the Extreme.
Ice Ice Baby.
Correct.
Boom!
To the Extreme, I'll rock a mic like a
a
vandal,
vandal.
light
Like
up a
the
stage.
Chill.
Got
Yeah.
that like a candle.
Good job with
Ugh.
context clues.
Wow.
Eddie, the Beatles' first live television performance was on what famous TV show February 9th, 1964?
I believe that was the Ed Sullivan Show.
Correct.
Wow.
Good job.
You watched that, didn't you?
No.
Did you watch it live?
Stop.
What was that like?
His parents let him stay up.
Yeah. Amy, I'll let you stay in.
Thanks.
Hey.
What was the first permanent English settlement in America?
Jamestown.
Correct. Good job.
Wow.
Lunchbox, what TV show featured the first interracial couple on television back in 1951?
No, I can't say that.
What?
Why couldn't you, whatever you were going to say, what couldn't you say?
I
That
don't
even
know.
just sounds bad, you yelling, I couldn't say that.
Right.
And I don't even know what it is you couldn't say.
Well, I don't think that's the right answer.
Okay.
What TV show featured the first interracial couple on television back in 1951?
1951. Eddie.
I wasn't born
Yeah,
then.
come on, dude. Oh, man.
Eddie, you get more crap for being 1 year older. Than,
1 year older than
No,
you guys.
But you were born in the 70s, though, is the difference. You know, we're all 80s born.
Yeah, you were at least
Yeah.
Eddie and I are more than
2 years, Amy.
a couple years apart.
You're just born in a different decade, you know?
Yeah,
dumb.
we're going to go with Mork and Mindy.
I Love Lucy. Mork and Mindy was from the 80s. That was Robin Williams.
No
yeah.
idea.
I Love Lucy. I want to know off the air what you were going to say.
I did
Because I
too.
don't even know what could be. Oh, I can't say that. Eddie, what was the first university in the United States?
Uh-oh. I don't want to get this wrong.
What was the first university in the United States?
I mean, it Had to have been up in the Northeast, one of those Ivy League schools. Gosh. My guess is Harvard.
Correct.
Wow, the first one ever?
All right, one more round. Eddie's up by 1. Amy, who was the first Secretary of Treasury?
No chance.
No, she'll get this.
Hamilton.
Hamilton, correct. Alexander Hamilton.
Whoa!
That's what the whole thing
Yeah,
was
what's
about.
up, suckers?
Suckers. I give her 2 points because you guys hated on her. Give her 2
Yeah.
points, Mike.
What's up?
Hold on. I didn't say she wasn't going to
You
get
both.
it.
Yeah,
you
no,
both
I heard
giggled.
I thought
Give her
I would,
2 points because
Amy,
you
I
guys
would
are
have never
haters.
got that. I was like, that's an
Hey,
impossible
will you guys do me a
question.
favor? Say I'm not going to get this next one.
Lunchbox, in what year did the first person walk on the moon?
Man,
And I won't accept never.
You got this.
come on, guys.
They-
Say I'll never get
Hey,
it.
they believe in you,
Hey,
man.
you got this.
Yeah, you'll get it. It's easy, actually.
Oh, I know it. 1969.
Correct.
Yeah.
Eddie, what was the first video game ever created by Atari in 1972?
He give him stuff from his childhood. He's going to get it.
The first video game by Atari.
I thought the video game was Atari.
That was a system.
Right.
That's funny.
Wasn't the game.
Yeah.
Gosh, was it? I'm going to go with Pong.
Correct.
Wow!
Definitely.
Wow, that was crazy.
So we're
Believe
going to
it.
say everybody's tied. Yell your name as the buzzer. We'll
Yeah.
do 3
Okay.
final questions.
Okay.
Today's October 1st. These are famous firsts. In what U.S. city was the first skyscraper built?
Lunchbox. New York.
Incorrect. Called the Home Insurance Building.
Eddie. Chicago.
Correct.
Dang it.
Yeah.
I should have just gone my gut.
What was the first cable TV network in the United States?
Amy.
Amy.
NBC.
Incorrect.
Lunchbox.
Lunchbox.
MTV.
Incorrect.
Eddie?
Yeah.
Bravo.
No, HBO.
HBO. That's a net. What's the difference?
Cable.
But NBC, CBS.
Those are
network.
basic.
Those are network.
Right, yeah.
You could get those for free over with the old ears.
Dang.
Yeah, dang it.
HBO was the first?
According to this, yes. And then finally, final question.
Come on, baby.
Mr. Watson, come here, I want you.
What the?
Were the first words
Eddie.
spoke? Eddie.
IBM.
Incorrect.
Dang it!
Oh, Watson. Interesting.
Good
Not
guess.
used to
right.
context, yeah, but not right. Mr. Watson, come here, I want you. Were the first words spoken on what piece of technology in 1876?
Lunchbox.
Lunchbox.
Telephone.
Correct.
Eh.
You guys are tied. We'll do one more sudden
Whoa!
death, just between Eddie and Lunchbox.
Yeah, come on.
William Henry Harrison was the first U.S. president to do what back in office in 1841?
Lunchbox.
Lunchbox.
Die.
Correct, winner.
Boom! Boom! Who knows their history? William Henry Harrison.
You know your firsts.
Rest in peace.
He was the first president to
And
die.
he gave him a rip, too.
Woo!
After all these years, he still gets a rip
Rest
from
in peace,
Lunchbox.
my man.
Song it.
Woo!
No matter what.
Nice job, buddy. Hey, I believed in you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up.
And they stay there. And they stay there. It's my first win of the month.
That's
right.
right.
It's the
First of the month. Good
yeah.
job, buddy. Got us.
Got 'em.
They announced their tour again. I'm pretty excited. Rascal Flats. Let's go old school. Bless the Broken Road. I believe this is their first number. I don't know if it is or not. Maybe it's their first
no.
number 1, but yeah. God bless the Broken Road. Rascal Flats. Bobby Bones Show. Hey, I want to say something. I don't want to apologize for it, but I do want to acknowledge it. There is an episode of the Bobbycast up now. It's 1 hour with Stone Cold Steve Austin. We did not bleep out or edit out the bad words. This was the only time.
We kept it true.
That's what he does. That's who he is. We felt like you were going to lose some of the interview because he curses a lot. He's Stone Cold Steve Austin. It's 1 hour. I love that dude. I was a fan because that was Attitude Era of wrestling, and I was like, Stone Cold's awesome. But like as a guy, like I think I would like be friends with him. So, but we didn't edit out any of the bad words, and he says them all. He invented new ones. There's no beeps. There's no edits. If you were to hit play and listen and you're offended, my bad. I should have put in there, we didn't edit the bad words. That's all I want to say. So I'm not sorry, but I guess what I'm sorry for is not acknowledging it
like a
at
heads
the
up, 'cause
beginning
they're
of the
not used to
episode.
hearing
Yes.
it.
So that's what I'm sorry for. I should have put that in there. I didn't. My bad. But it's up. It's up. Go search for the Bobbycast. You can hear 1 hour of us with Stone Cold from his ranch. It's really, to me, really, really, really fun and cool because he's a real person. He wasn't in his vest pouring beers on us.
No.
He's like a real dude. All right, back in a minute. Right, people are crazy, obviously. And so this one story came out. And so it has to do with a mail carrier. A Michigan man was charged Friday with allegedly assaulting a mail carrier over a Kamala Harris for President mailer that he delivered to his mailbox. Doesn't this guy know that's going to every mailbox?
Oh, gosh.
Well, he wasn't like targeted. The mail guy, mail woman doesn't really know what they're putting in. I'm sure they have so much mail, they're just going, okay, address, get it there on time. Russell Frank Value, 61, was charged by the prosecutor for assaulting a mail carrier. The mail carrier used pepper spray, to stop the defendant.
Oh my
You had to spray to stop the person? He was found nearby, taken into custody. He was charged with 1 count of ethnic intimidation, a felony, and 1 count of assault and battery. If convicted, he faces up to 2 years in prison. Look, what's wrong with people?
What's wrong with people?
That's from ABC News. Do you not know the mail person just delivers the mail they were told to deliver to whom in whatever place they were told to deliver it to?
Yeah, and if he threw that mail out, guess what? Federal crime.
Well, not if it was to him, though.
No, I'm saying if the mail guy, if the mailman decided, oh, you know what, I'm not going to give it to this person, they get in trouble for stealing your mail.
Oh. What's wrong with people? And then there was sorry. What's wrong with people?
What's wrong with people?
This story from Fox News. Most Americans are hesitant to share their honest opinions on key political issues. I'm okay with that. Yeah, no, I think we all should just kind of, and I think you should get like a blue check, just like on Instagram, to where if you actually understand technically how passing a bill works.
Yeah.
I know, they vote on it.
Right. But I'm saying the people that are the loudest politically are often the least educated. Because people that are extremely educated on politics realize that every human is flawed, and if you attach yourself to any human whatsoever, that ain't going to end well. And so if someone's like, I'm so Kamala, I am so Trump, and that's part of their personality, those are usually the people that know the least about it. Like this mail carrier dude who got all upset.
Yeah.
Like, what does he really know except he probably likes somebody? And so very few of us would have blue check marks, even myself in certain parts politically. You need a blue check mark and you can scream about it. But until you get the blue check mark, nope, can't talk about it. But this is what happens. People yell stuff, or people say stuff, or they post stuff, and then people hate them, or they fight, or they beat up the mail carrier. Or, yeah, we have a country that just says stuff without even understanding what we're saying.
Yeah.
I do that too, by the way. I get paid to do it. But yeah, 61% of Americans admitted to silencing their true beliefs. No, I'm cool with that.
There's this kid on TikTok. He goes up to people at grocery stores like Lowe's, Home Depot, Walmart, wherever, and just asks them like, hey, who are you voting for, Trump or Harris? And they will give their answer. And a lot of times, though, someone will look at him and say, I'm not saying that in public. And they walk away.
And that is probably the smarter thing to do.
Yeah.
Because it has become so divisive. It wasn't always. I can remember being a kid, and it kind of didn't matter. You just picked one. I was watching the Vince McMahon documentary, and The Rock is at the Republican National Convention talking, and nobody cared because it's like, you understand that even if you disagree, both sides are actually trying to do what they feel is their best vision for the country. Nobody feels that way anymore about whatever team they're not on. The other team is trying to ruin America and kill the country. So we've lost any ability to have any sanity when it comes to politics or even political discourse. It's wild. We don't talk politics on this show at all because there's no, why would I? What's the need? You're not going to change anybody's mind. Whoever's an undecided voter right now, you're lying. I've not met a single undecided voter in 6 years. I met people who just don't care.
Passive.
Yeah, they're apathetic toward the situation at all. But yeah, there's no such thing as an undecided voter. I should start. I'm an undecided voter from Michigan, and they get all the stuff that's.
That's right. Then
yeah,
that way
they just love you.
Yeah.
Just lie about it. The findings from this are Americans don't trust the government or the media and are hesitant to publicly admit their true feelings on a variety of key issues. This could be critical with the presidential election looming, as many Americans feel pressure to support a specific candidate or issues publicly, but wouldn't necessarily vote that way in private. Whenever Trump won, he underpolled because people were afraid to say they were voting for him. And then what happened was there were a lot of people that were afraid to say that actually went and voted, and he won. And so now they have to account for that in the polls. It's a ugly system. That's why I was taking like a half step back from even thinking about running.
Getting in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just too ugly. There are two jobs right now that I think people don't understand what most of the job is, myself included, until I was well versed, was baptized into it. One, running for office, because basically all you do is ask for money. That's it. You have to get on the phone and ask for money all the time. That's 80% of that job. We don't see it. We see the people going out. You have to just ask for money. You're calling people, can I have money, can I have money, can I have money? That's one. The other one's a head football coach now at the college level, because you know what you do? You get on the phone, you say, can I have money, can I have money?
Yeah.
And so I have friends, buddies that aren't quite friends, but at that middle level, who are head football coaches at Division I colleges. And I'll text them and be like, what's even happening? And like, all we do all day is ask for money because we have to have money now. And those are the two jobs that, I don't know, is a politician, is that like a job people want to do, or is that just me?
No,
not us.
No one.
Zero
No
desire
one.
to do
I don't
that.
want
No
to.
one wants that.
See, I feel like I would like to do it, and here's why. One, I don't need it for the notoriety. I think a lot of people, that's the new, I can be famous by running for office. And so people want to be, so big opinions, they get voted in, they're now famous. They can go on political talk shows, and the more polar you are, the more you get put on these shows. So let's just act crazy.
Yeah.
So, and that's what these shows, these CNNs, these Fox News want to book, people with absolute polar opinions, because that's what drives ratings. Remember, the news is not a public service. The news is a business. The crazier things get, the higher their ratings, the more they can charge for commercials. So we have to remember that. Secondly, it's like if you're a politician, for the most part, you get to be a politician because you have the financial resources to do that. Like most, not all politicians come from money, or at some point have money given to them. Because otherwise, how do you not have a job? You got to pay your light bill.
Yeah.
It's hard to run for office on a big level, not city council, but on a big level, if you got to still pay your light bill. And so I feel like for me, the reason I would want to do it is because I've been through that, where it's like food insecurity, can't pay bills. Like, I know what that's like, and I think that's rare for someone that gets into politics. And at this point now, I have been financially independent enough, I could just run on my own money. And that's always been the goal, be so rich I can pay for my own campaign.
See, that's where it's at. Because,
But
like,
how
when you ask for
much?
money, don't you promise people things? And then you're just
Sort
like,
of.
oh.
There are understandings. There are understandings.
Like, I'm going to give you this money, but you
But
got to
I'll make
do
out
this.
with your wife. What?
Whoa.
Nah, keep the money. Keep the money.
That, to me, is the one reason I think eventually I should get into public office, is because I've been through the real SH blank blank sandwich of it. Where a lot of rich people who get in, they have no idea. They're just rich and they just want, what are we going to do? Might as well run for office.
Well, can't they do something else? Because
Yeah, why would you want
Right.
half the people to hate you?
Like,
Like,
just
that
have-
seems
It
weird.
wasn't always like that, though. Now it is.
Like, one side, if you're a Republican, half the
But
world,
not always.
ugh.
Look at Kentucky. It's a very red state with a very blue governor. But his dad was also governor, and he's also not extremely liberal. He's very moderate with some liberal, with even some conservative, some conservative beliefs. Bashir's, like, so it's not like that everywhere, but it is mostly like that, where it's like if you're one, everybody hates you on the other side, and I can't get anything done if everybody hates me.
Yeah, but if you are a politician, you get a lot of things for free. Oh, come to this concert, come to this
Well,
game,
then
come
What?
here.
Well, some of that'll get you in trouble. New York's mayor.
yeah.
Here's
Oh,
this-
just got
gosh,
indicted.
yeah.
Yeah.
What did he get
Yeah.
indicted for?
Allegedly some stuff where he was taking improper benefits, like from like travel.
Is that Chris? Who is that?
No, that was the former New Jersey governor, Chris
okay,
Christie.
okay.
I saw that Sabrina Carpenter
Different situation.
was bragging that she's the one that got him indicted, but
Okay,
I don't know
same person.
but I don't know what she did, like how.
I didn't click that headline either. I
And
don't-
I was like, oh, cool, you got someone in trouble.
Yeah.
Tattletale.
Eric Adams is the guy in New York,
Oh.
and he's the New York City mayor. So yeah. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
What were you gonna
I
say?
just feel like I should at some point get in because I actually care about people. But I don't. Here's the thing that gets me in trouble. I don't care about rich people. I give no craps about rich people. I know I need to, but I don't care about rich people.
But
I only care about poor people and a little bit middle. Because I think
well, I know, but I don't know. Just finding a way of service to care about all.
I know that's my problem. Like I
Because-
dislike rich people.
Wouldn't you fall into that category
Yes,
now?
yes, I'm rich.
Just like yourself.
Yes,
And he dislikes himself sometimes.
But you don't want to figure out a way for it to work for everyone. I don't know.
I do, but I feel like
I do.
I
think-
had to get this way through a lot of sacrifice and work. And I guess I just hate rich people that have money given to them.
Yeah.
Which is not fair either.
That's what it
it's
is.
not. It's not fair either for me to feel that way.
They were born that way.
Because I'm sure maybe they were born with it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
yeah.
Okay, I'm done.